Hello, welcome back to SportsZone. This is Going for Two, our premier NFL segment. I'm joined alongside by Dan Orlich. Dan, obviously lots to talk about this past week, including one of the two remaining undefeated teams falling on the road. That was the Kansas City Chiefs, losing a nail-biter 43-40 in Foxborough to Tom Brady, with the whole band back together in Foxborough, if you will. But what does this say about the Chiefs going forward?
So it's unfortunate that they couldn't win their game, but scoring 40 points in Foxborough, it shows that, yes, they lost, but they're still a very good team, better than last year when they made the playoffs. And I think they could go really far this year. They're a very talented team with plenty of young studs, for lack of a better term, on that team.
Yeah, it still says a lot that Patrick Mahomes and that offense was still able to put up 40 points on the road in Foxborough, something that not many teams are able to do. That is for sure. Now, going to the only undefeated team remaining in the NFL, you had the Los Angeles Rams edging out the Denver Broncos this week, 23-20 in Mile High. What does this say about the Rams this season? Todd Gurley, 208 rushing yards.
Todd Gurley is the best running back, maybe the best player in the NFL. He's insane. It seems like there's nothing he can't do. He can catch, he can run, obviously. And, I mean, he carries the only undefeated team in football. I mean, there are other good players on that team, definitely, but he's no doubt the starts. It's not Jared Goff who's winning these games for them. He's been impressive, but nowhere near Todd Gurley's level, and they remain undefeated.
Yeah, and you can't fault that defense as well. Aaron Donald, Marcus Peters, and Ndamukong Suh on the same defense, a very dangerous group on the back end, but they are the only team left at 6-0. Now, going to the game on Thursday night, you had the NFC East, kind of a limping division, if you will, right now. The Eagles beating the Giants, but a silver lining for the New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, the beast himself, 229 yards from scrimmage, 2 touchdowns on 22 touches of the ball. If you're the Giants here, obviously not the season you want with a loss 34-13 to Philly, but is Saquon Barkley the guy you build your team around for the future?
I think he has to be. I know a lot of Giants fans still want Eli Manning to be a big star, and he is, but he's not the future anymore. And yeah, Saquon Barkley has been very impressive. And for the Giants, I mean, there's not really any shame in losing to the defending Super Bowl champions, because they're the defending Super Bowl champions. The Eagles are a really good team. So yeah, I would say for the Giants, you need to build your team around Saquon Barkley. He's an incredibly talented player.
Yeah, and if you go down south to America's team, if you will, the Dallas Cowboys absolutely blowing the doors off the Jacksonville Jaguars, 40-7. That very vaunted defense of the Jaguars giving up 40 points on the road. Jacksonville now 3-3. Dan, what does that mean for Jacksonville, showing that they might not be as consistent as people expected?
Yeah, they were supposed to be a playoff team going into this year. They were a playoff team last year, and they're not playing like a playoff team at all. Absolutely blown out of the water by the Cowboys, who, like you said, are in a limping division. They're not such a good team, and they made Jacksonville look really awful.
Yeah, now looking ahead, we have Week 7 coming up here for the NFL. The biggest matchup of the week, probably the Bengals going into Kansas City. Now Patrick Mahomes has had a loss. How do you think the Chiefs rebound at home?
So Patrick Mahomes has had a loss, but he was still good on Sunday when they played. And so the Bengals are a good team, but I do think that the Chiefs will rebound with a win. I don't think much is going to change for Mahomes, because he still looked very good. But it is important for them to get a win here and to rebound. I think if they don't get a win here, then that's going to cause some long-term issues for the Chiefs.
It should be very interesting to watch on Sunday night, and it should be a very interesting Week 7. But anyway, that's all the time we have for this edition of Going for Two. More SportsZone coming to you after this.